Janusz, a blow for Real Madrid. They're going to be without four starters from the last time they played. That was at Athletic Bilbao just before Christmas for their next game against Getafe. Thibaut Courtois, also Valverde and Camavinga and Vinicius Junior will miss that trip to Getafe. How big a blow is that for Real Madrid?
I mean, it could be a non-story. I mean, right now there's a break, right? I mean, if you look at Real Madrid, I mean, almost the entire team has gone through it. Just looking at it recently, Rodrigo, Luka Modric, Marcelo, Warning, the second goalkeeper, David Alaba, Asensio, they all were ill against Bilbao, even when I looked, and they still found a way to win, right? Obviously, they had a disappointment in the draw against Cadiz. So it's never good to miss key players, especially like Courtois, because when you think about Real Madrid, they don't even know how to play without him, right? Because he's always there. He's so dependable. And by the way, in the last couple of seasons, he's been absolutely outstanding, you know, top three in the world. And you could probably argue if maybe not the best in the world because he's been in such good form. So so that's a loss. Vinny Jr., we know how great he's been, but I think they have plenty to go to, right? I mean, you look at Benzema, if he's available, Luka, I mean, Jovic has been kind of, you know, letting us know that he's alive with some good performances. So on the assumption that other players that were ill are back now because of the break, I don't think it's the end of the world for them. If that midfield three is there, if Militao, who's been arguably the best center back in Europe as of late, with Alaba, who kind of came into Real Madrid and didn't miss a beat coming over from Bayern Munich, I don't see this as a massive problem if, you know, they can contain this, because it's been ravaging Real Madrid as of late.
Good point about Courtois and how he rarely misses games. And that means we don't really get to see his backup. They've got a couple of young Spaniards on the bench, but Andre Lunin, a former Zorya goalkeeper, we saw him in pre-season. He played against Rangers at Ibrox. Decent goalkeeper who's had to be patient. A 22-year-old, you mentioned he's had issues with COVID and the protocol, but he's available for selection now. And I know you've seen a fair bit of him in various games because he's been out on loan. He's a decent backup, even though he doesn't play much.
Yeah, of course he is. You know what sort of reaction you get from him, you never know, right? I mean, he doesn't get a chance. He comes in, but as I've said, I mean, the back four in front of him will know, of course, that he hasn't played a lot, that he's still inexperienced in LaLiga and for Real Madrid as well. So I think you're going to see those players. That's what usually happened when I was a defender. When you see somebody in behind, a young goalkeeper coming in, your concentration levels go up. And that's pretty formidable back four. I've mentioned two of the center backs. I mean, Mark, who would have thought that you and I would be sitting here and saying that, you know, they don't miss Sergio Ramos or Varane or those players, right? I mean, I remember when they were leaving, you say, end of an era. My goodness, what is Real Madrid going to do? And here comes Militao, who we already knew, right, that he's quality. He was just waiting for his chance. And then Alaba's been absolutely outstanding coming in and establishing that relationship and partnership. So I think those two will take care of whoever is going to be in goal behind them.
So with those four likely to miss the Getafe game, that'll give an opportunity to four others. Some may come back in, having missed out due to the COVID protocol. With regards to the Real Madrid strength of squad, do you think it's the strongest squad in the league to deal with issues when players are unavailable to play?
Oh, I think so. I think so. That and Atletico Madrid, if you look at strength of squad, right? I mean, forget the results, forget, you know, if you like what Atleti are doing right now, they're struggling from time to time. And Cholo Simeone, of course, there's still some question marks, but I mean, he does have an incredible squad, a squad with which he should do much better. But Real Madrid and Atleti, the two deepest squads right now. You've mentioned Camavinga, who has struggled. There's already some talk that perhaps he wants to leave. So I don't think they're going to miss him as much if, of course, the likes of Casemiro, Toni Kroos, and Modric are available. Obviously, they pick themselves in the midfield. So we can forget about Camavinga being missed. And as I said, Vinny Jr., you know, that's a miss, right? I mean, you don't want to be missing key players who are in great form with great momentum. So that's a miss regardless.
But they still have plenty quality players that can come in. So if the quartet miss out against Getafe, Real Madrid shouldn't have too many issues replacing them with quality.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN+.